Have you seen the movie Click and wished you had the remote from the film? Well, boy, have we got a deal for you. Michael Newman got his remote from the Beyond section of Bed Bath & Beyond, and if you're anything like me, you have searched that entire store for the Beyond section, and it simply does not exist. And now we know that this store is actually going to the great Beyond, the one in the sky, but don't worry about it. You can buy the remote right here. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Vic here from the Click Remote. Guys, look at all these remotes. We got one for the TV, we got one for the PlayStation, another one for the PlayStation, we got one for the media, one for the soundbar, we got one for the Switch, for the Xbox. Guys, we even have one that's on a cable. What is this? Guys, this is crazy. We have a remote for a computer. Look at how many buttons are on this thing. This is ridiculous. We don't need this, guys. Forget it. We have one remote now to rule them all. This is the Click Remote 2.0, and I promise you we did not steal LG's design to make this remote. Let's go over all the features. Let me tell you, when Morty gave this remote to Michael, it changed his life. Cameraman, zoom in on this. He also gave it to him for free, but come on, a boy's gotta make a living. Don't worry though, we're gonna hook you up with a pretty sweet deal. Mr. Newman gets home from Bath & Body Works, Bed Bath & Beyond, they're all the same store to me, and he had some work to do. But the dog, he keeps barking, bark, 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 bark. So what does he do? He turns the volume down. Now the dog's gotta go take a dump. Who's got time for that? So yeah, fast forward. And now the doggy's dookie comes out faster than me after a Taco Bell run, if you know what I'm saying. Now you can get some work done in peace and quiet. When your wife's friend is being obnoxious, throw her on mute. Jennifer Coolidge won't shut up? Throw on some picture-in-picture. And guys, you're gonna love this. Look at this. If you spill a drink, who needs a ShamWow, right? Who needs that? Just toss it. You got the Click Remote. Just hit rewind. And you're good to go. Also, you're gonna love my nuts. Almonds, walnuts, whatever it is. When you eat the last one, just hit rewind. And now the cup is full again. Morty shows Michael the menu option on the remote and all the different features that it has. What a great product. You can relive any of the moments of your life again, including your own contraception and birth. All you gotta do is press the button. Look, if I could do it with one finger, you could do it with your whole hand. Even kids could do it. Look at this other universal remote. All it does is control technology. It's worthless. Stop throwing your money away. Michael goes back to work where his boss gives him a Hasselhoff of a time. He tells him to work hard and maybe, just maybe, he'll make partner. So Newman skips through dinner and even fast forwards through lovemaking with Kate Beckinsale. Who would ever do that? Warning, fast forwarding puts you in an autopilot state where you respond to questions, but you're not exactly the life of the party. The lights are on upstairs, but nobody's home, if you know what I mean. Newman races to work and runs into Terry Crews singing next to him. He can turn down the volume. This scene was inspired by Crews doing the same thing in the movie White Chicks. Newman then uses the remote to get there super fast. But don't worry guys, there's a slow motion option too. Then he gives himself a tan. Look at my skin tone. It's boring. Stop having a boring skin tone. Stop having a boring life. Change it up. Now look at me. I'm delicious. Now you're gonna love this. Look at this. I can look like Frankenstein's monster or an Oompa Loompa doodly-doo. Have an exciting life. Look at this. Michael then uses the remote to understand what his clients are talking about, what they're saying about the building that he designed for them. He translates them to English and learns that they did not like the design at all. But by turning up the volume, he hears what they say and he's able to save the account. Look, working for a living makes me cry and makes you cry. Work is hard enough as it is. Press the button, guys. We are gonna make America happy again, one button at a time. Look, we got a lot to cover, but this just in, my producer just told me if you get the movie tour pit stop question right now correct, I will throw in a free movie tour of the film I, Robot. The question is, what restaurant do these clients want to go to after the meeting is over? Is it A, TGI Fridays, B, Chuck E. Cheese, C, McDonald's, or D, Applebee's? Put your guesses down in the comments below and we will find out if you got it at the end of the video. Now after all of that, David Hasselhoff didn't give him the promotion, so Michael fast forwards to his new promotion, which is a year later. Here's the great thing guys, the remote learns your habits. So the moment you start fighting with your wife again, if you fast forwarded it before, it'll do it again. Another great feature of the remote that Michael learns about here is the loss prevention feature. No matter how hard he tries to get rid of the remote, he just can't. It won't get lost. How great is that? David Hasselhoff then tells Michael he's packing up and moving to Morocco, so he has a chance at his job one day. So then the remote auto fast forwards him again to his next promotion. This time though, the jump was a 10-year leap. The remote can skip that much of your life, no problem, or your money back guaranteed. This thing is great. It was made in Germany, and you know the Germans always make good stuff. All of these years later, he finds out that his wife is now with Bill the lifeguard, or who you may know him as Samwise Gamgee from The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you can use the remote on your ex's new boy toy and kick him in the nards with it. But the dog knocks him out. They do a CAT scan finding cancer, so the remote skips him until he gets better and wakes up 6 years later. This is the second time the remote skipped all of his sickness. With this remote, you'll never be sick again. How can it get any better than that? He ends up at his son's wedding, and look at that, it's Dolores O'Riordan, the real-life lead singer of the Cranberries. We are pulling out all the stops for you guys today. Michael sees Samantha and she calls Bill the lifeguard her dad. So Michael has a heart attack right there on the dance floor. Ben and Sam come to visit, and Ben tells him that he's gonna cancel his honeymoon to work while his dad is in the hospital. After all this time, the remote has helped Michael realize just how important family is. So he races out of the hospital, and we get a cameo here from the director Frank Coraci. Michael tells his son family comes first, not work. He doesn't want him to make all the same mistakes that he made. Folks, this remote will help you realize how important love actually is. Michael then dies here, but he wakes up back in Bed Bath & Beyond. He races home to his family and finds the remote on the counter, but he tosses it in the trash and the movie ends there. And now we are back to the movie tour pit stop. The question was, what restaurant do these clients want to go to after this meeting is over?
Who needs a stupid river in the lobby? Let's build more rooms and maximize profits.
Eat as fast as you can. Then we can get out of here and do jello shots at America's greatest cultural achievement, TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays!
If you got it right, you have unlocked another free movie tour video. Click up here for the free movie tour offer, or the link will be down in the description below. And if you act now, because folks, we can't do this all day, we'll throw in a second one absolutely free. So here's how to order. Order now by calling the number on the screen. Do it in the next 24 hours to get your second clicky remote for free. Act fast. Supplies are limited and non-existent. This is not a real ad, and that number is also not real. Congratulations. You chose to watch an ad by your own free will and testament.
Hi, my name's Jordan, and I'm here to talk about the greatest handheld device of all time.
The Click Remote
Is cutting-edge technology in the handheld world.
The Click Remote
Is the future.
I love it.
The Click Remote.
I can't imagine my life without
The Click Remote.
You can take it on the go, you can take it in your car, you can put it in your pocket.
The Click Remote.
It's great. I highly recommend it to all my friend and family. You can shove it in your girlfriend's mouth when she won't leave you alone about how hot John Stamos is. I know, Becky, John Stamos is hot, but I need to stop hearing about it.
The Click Remote.
It's good for everything.